Hello, I'm in the book room because I'm filming a book video at the same time, well, directly after this video. So today we are doing our quarterly video. These videos, I know that they're not everybody's thing, so no worries if it's not yours. There will be a video on Monday, but it's just a check-in. Everything that I watched and read and discussed in the last quarter, pointing you to videos, giving you kind of like an overview of what's been done in case you missed anything and you wanted to catch it, but also looking forward into what's the next quarter, what I plan on reading and watching, what kind of content I might be making around it, and you can let me know what your interest level is for things so that I have an idea of, like, you know, is this a short? Just like mention, hey, I watched this thing. There you go. Or a full video or whatever else. So we're going to start with the recap. We're going to go back and I'm going to talk to you about the things that I read and watched over the course of this last quarter. And then we will jump into the things that I plan on reading and watching next quarter. And I will have timestamps so you can skip over the recap if, you know, you don't want it. Okay, so for quarter 3, I have watched a lot of JoJo's. I made 3 JoJo's Bizarre... Yes, 3. Got confused for a second there. Wait a second, what is this? Oh my goodness! I've made 5 JoJo's Bizarre Adventures videos this quarter. Have I that can't be right. Hold on, let me check again. 4. It was 4. I made 4 videos. I made 4 JoJo's Bizarre Adventures videos. We talked about part 2, as well as I made 2 videos for part 3 and a video for part 4. Wow. I like this series. It's been a really good time. I've been enjoying it a lot. I have not started part 5 at the time that I'm filming this video, but I will be starting it very soon. And I mean, I keep saying each time that I'm very nervous because I love the series so much and every part so far has been like a home run. Like, they've all been spectacular to me and I'm just waiting for it to nosedive, and everyone keeps saying that there will be no nosedive, and I'm still nervous. But I'll be starting part 5 very soon. There's a couple of side stories with Rohan and my ghost girl that apparently I can watch, so I'm gonna watch those first. Maybe there can be a short for that. Let me know if you're interested in a short for that, or I can just talk about it on the Discord, where I have a Discord, a Patreon, where I check in after each episode. We hang out, we talk, it's good times. So let me know if you want a short on that or just keep it there. I did finish Naruto this season as well. So that was my last Naruto video. I had a whole playlist of Naruto. It was a series that I was really up and down about. I think this series had high highs and low lows, and so each video, there were either videos that were like raving excited in love and videos where I was very mixed on things, and my conclusion ended up being very mixed as well. It was a series that I look back on for certain scenes that were perfect to me, and then there were other things that just didn't suit me, which is unfortunate. It's not a new favorite for me, but plenty to discuss. I made a video on Delicious in Dungeon. I think it was it was a spoiler video, so you would have to have watched it, but it was the whole series up to where the anime has left off. I didn't continue reading on with the manga. I loved the anime adaptation so much that I ended up dropping the manga and just doing anime, which I've done with a few series lately. If it's a really good adaptation, I'm just gonna let the anime run. Except for Attack on Titan. I have still been doing that one dual. But I did really enjoy Delicious in Dungeon. Again, not a new favorite for me, but one that's high up. If I were to make a tier list again these days, then it would be high up there because it was such a fun series with so much to talk about. Plenty of One Piece videos, and then I started Attack on Titan. So Attack on Titan has captured my whole attention at this point. I've made 4 videos for it so far, which has encompassed 2 seasons. So for Attack on Titan, I've been doing one normal review where I cover a chunk of the story. In this case, it's anime seasons, though I am reading the manga as well as watching the anime, because I just want to try to pick up on every detail I can manage. I do miss stuff because this is my first time reading through and it's a lot. It's a lot. There's a lot to take in. But I do the kind of normal standard, okay, I've completed a chunk, now let me look back on that chunk and discuss it. And then I have really long vlog style videos where every single volume I check in and talk through what's happened to that volume. I am currently working on season 3, and there's so much to talk about. These vlogs are not getting shorter, I'll say that. But I'm loving the series. There's just so much to dig into, so many clues, so much mystery, so much action and craziness, and I'm nervous because I've heard that the ending is contentious. Some people love it and some people hate it, so I really hope I love it. But as of right now, I am loving it. And that's all as far as the non-One Piece stuff. And then for the things that are not chapter, you know, I do week to week, I talk about each chapter. Some extra One Piece stuff that I did. I talked about Elbaf, what we need to know going into Elbaf, and looking forward into, I think this one was also looking forward into what we could expect from Elbaf. I caught up on the One Piece anime and did a video on that, and now I'm watching the anime week to week. We got a first look on Wit Studios, their adaptation of One Piece, and I did a video on that. I did a summary video for Egghead, for the whole arc of Egghead, and I did it in Lego stop motion. It's dumb, but it was fun. Did an Egghead review, and then I did an analysis on Vegapunk, him as a character, as well as all of his satellites, what we can learn from looking at his satellites and how they reflect a larger part of Vegapunk himself, and just kind of gave my interpretation on this character. It was a really fun video to put together. It has done terribly in views, but I liked it. As far as shorts, I attempt to do a short every Wednesday. I don't, but I attempt to do so. So there have been a few shorts that have happened this season. Not very many, oh no, oh, you know what? I disappoint myself every time, so we'll just plow forward. We did a short for JoJo's Part 2 and Part 3 and Part 4, and I did a short for Attack on Titan. Whoops. I need to do one for Mob Psycho because I have watched a season of Mob Psycho, and I haven't even told you that. So I need to do a short on Mob Psycho. And then live streams, I only did 2 live streams that were like for the wider YouTube for the whole channel. One was One Piece Islands. We just did a tier ranking of all the major islands on One Piece. It was just fun. We were just goofing off and having a good time and trying to decide which islands we would live on, which ones we would vacation to, which ones we would just visit once or just kind of pass on, which was a lot of fun. And then we did a live stream for Egghead Island as a whole. When it completed, I did my video on it, and then I wanted to chat with y'all about what you thought about it. And I got bullied into agreeing to do a live stream for Elbaf when we were 5 chapters into Elbaf. So there will be another stream happening eventually for that. Okay, on to the things that I plan on reading and watching in the final quarter of this year. So, starting with Attack on Titan, I'm going to finish it. I still have to do all of Season 3 and Season 4, which I think both seasons are broken up into 2 parts. So we're probably going to have, I think we're going to have 6 videos left for Attack on Titan, but I will finish that series this year, and it probably die alongside of it. JoJo's Bizarre Adventures is continuing on. Like I said, I haven't started part 5 yet, but I plan on starting part 5 very soon, so expect a video for that coming up. Mob Psycho, as I said, I've watched season 1 of Mob Psycho so far, and there's 3 seasons, so I'll continue on with that. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna do a short now that I've completed season 1. There will be a short. I don't know how popular this series is, how many people are interested in hearing a conversation about it. So after I finish Mob Psycho, we could just do another short at the end. We could do a live stream, or if there's enough people that are interested in a dedicated video where I kind of like dig into it, you could tell me that. So if you care about the series, just let me know what you're interested in getting as far as content for this goes, because I haven't fully decided on what the right choice is for it. There are 2 one-shots. So in my Discord, on my Patreon, every quarter, the patrons vote on one short series for me to read over the course of that quarter. And then each time I finish a big series, they vote on what the next big series is going to be, which is how I ended up reading Attack on Titan and Mob Psycho. Both of those won the last polls. This poll, we had a tie, and since they're both one-shots, I just decided to honor the tie and do both. So the first one-shot is Look Back. I don't know anything about it, so let me Google it. Okay, it looks like it's two girls that are extremely different, but they share a passion for drawing manga, which unites them. I know this one is supposed to get an adaptation coming up here in October, and it's going to be very short. I think it's like 2 days in theater. And I looked it up, and the closest theater to me is an hour and a half away, so I probably won't get to see it in theater, but we'll see how much I love the manga, and then I'll decide at that point. But this is a one-shot. It'll be really quick, and honestly, I don't love the art style just on first glance, but I also don't love the art style of Mob Psycho, and I love that series, so what are you gonna do? And then the other one shot is Goodbye Eerie, which I think is by the same mangaka. Yeah, it is, according to the description. So it looks like this one is going to be about grief. It looks like our protagonist is in a very dark place after his mother passed away, and then there's a chance meeting with a mysterious girl who will alter his life in an explosive way. Like I said, I really don't know anything about either of these. They were suggested for the poll. I read a quick description of them. They looked interesting. I put them on the poll. They both won. So they're both, I'm planning on reading both of them in October. And then starting in November and going through December, I plan on reading Witch Hat Outlier. It says Harry Potter meets Kiki's Delivery Service, which I haven't read or watched Kiki's Delivery Service, but I grew up on Harry Potter. A story about a girl who longs for magic in her life and learns that on the inside, she already is what she wishes she could be. Sounds cheesy. I've heard good things about it. A lot of people have told me that they thought that I would like it, so I'm gonna try it. The anime, I think, is coming out next year. There's gonna be an anime adaptation, so I may just do a short for this when I finish the manga, and then wait until the anime adaptation and then do a video on the manga and the anime together. But you can give me feedback in the comments if you disagree with that decision. And then finally, and then I'll be done, sorry, I know, there's been a lot of short series on the list this time. Then finally, after I finish Attack on Titan, I don't know what the next big series I'm going to read is, because again, it's my patrons vote on that. So we'll be running a poll when I'm near done with Attack on Titan, and they will pick for me. So I'll probably have at least started the next big series before the end of this year. And so the next quarter, I probably won't have done a video on it yet though. So the next quarter, I'll tell you what that decision was, and videos will begin for it, assuming I like it. That is a quick look into everything that I have read and watched in the last quarter, and everything that I plan on reading and watching in the quarter to come. Do let me know what you'd like to see as far as content for each of these, if you're interested in any of them, if you have suggestions for things in the future, throw it all in the comments. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you again soon. Bye.